In today's video, I'll answer your question, why was John the Baptist beheaded? Then afterward, as always, I'll share some helpful resources, so stick around until the end. According to Matthew chapter 14, verses 1 through 12, and Mark chapter 6, verses 14 through 29, Herodias, the wife of King Herod Antipas, was responsible for persuading her husband to behead John the Baptist. More than once, John the Baptist had rebuked King Herod for divorcing his wife and marrying his niece, Herodias, who had been his brother Philip's wife. Philip was still living, and both Philip and Antipas were uncles to Herodias. For several reasons, then, Herod's marriage to Herodias was a violation of God's law. See Leviticus chapter 18, verse 16, and chapter 20, verse 21. Herodias seethed with anger towards John the Baptist because he dared to speak out, and to appease his wife, Herod had the prophet thrown into prison. As a powerful Roman ruler, Herod could have had John the Baptist executed, but he respected John as a righteous man who spoke the truth and decided not to put him to death. Herod was intrigued by John and liked to hear him speak. In contrast, Herodias loathed John and wanted him dead. Mark chapter 6, verses 17 through 20. Ultimately, Herodias' hate-filled grudge against John the Baptist was the reason he was beheaded. Mark chapter 6, verse 19 states, "So Herodias nursed a grudge against John and wanted to kill him." The idea in the original Greek language is that Herodias actively sought John's death. Bidding her time, Herodias waited for a chance to act. Seizing the opportunity of King Herod's birthday party, Herodias set about her plan to have John the Baptist put to death. At the banquet, Herodias' daughter, whom tradition names Salome, performed a provocative dance designed to arouse her audience with lust. Herodias' daughter's performance greatly pleased the king and his guests. Herod told the girl, "Ask me for anything you like, and I will give it to you, up to half of my kingdom." Mark chapter 6, verses 22 and 23. With these words, King Herod flaunted his generosity and greatness before his guests, but soon he would deeply regret this vow. Herodias' daughter went and asked her mother, "What should I ask for?" Queen Herodias replied, "Ask for the head of John the Baptist." Mark chapter 6, verse 24. Not skipping a beat, the girl hurried back to Herod and said, "I want you to give me right now the head of John the Baptist on a platter." Verse 25. Evidently, her cruelty matched her mother's. Unable to take back his hastily uttered oath, the king granted the girl's wish. He dispatched his executioner to the prison where John the Baptist was beheaded. The soldier returned to the banquet with John's head on a platter and presented it to the girl, who in turn gave it to her mother. Mark chapter 6, verses 26 through 28. Later, John's followers retrieved his body and buried it. Verse 29. John the Baptist was beheaded to satisfy Herodias' bloodthirsty hatred. Just as Elijah was hated by Queen Jezebel, so the one who came in the power and spirit of Elijah was hated by Queen Herodias. Employing cunning powers of manipulation and degrading her own daughter, she got what she wanted from her husband, inciting his lust and using his desire to please his guests. She succeeded in silencing her critic, at least outwardly. Later, King Herod was troubled by his guilty conscience, and when he heard of Jesus Christ's miracles, he worried that Jesus was actually John the Baptist risen from the dead. Want to learn more? Subscribe so you don't miss the next video. Visit gotquestions.org for more great content and check the details section below this video. There you'll find one book I recommend along with several links to related questions. If you'd like to learn about Bible Munch or if you're interested in bite-sized devotionals, subscribe to Bible Munch on YouTube. It's linked right here. Now remember, got questions? The Bible has answers. We'll help you find them.